Attention passionate New York Giants fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC East and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on New York Giants' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true New York Giants fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your friends and New York Giants fans. Let's get to the news now. Folks, buckle up because what I'm about to tell you could be one of the most significant developments for the Giants in quite some time. Rumors are swirling around the league, whispers that could shake up the entire NFC East and send shockwaves through the NFL. And it involves none other than Calvin Ridley, the talented wide receiver currently with the Tennessee Titans. Yes, you heard that right. The Titans, who are currently in the midst of a brutal rebuild after an abysmal start to their 2025 season with just 1 win and 8 losses, are reportedly exploring the idea of trading Ridley to the Giants. And the potential deal? A third-round pick in 2026. Now, I know what you're thinking. What could the Giants possibly be giving up in return? Well, it's not just about assets. It's about the impact this could have on the team's offense and their playoff ambitions. The Titans, who are sitting on roughly $5 million in cap space, are facing a dilemma. Their defense, which is currently ranked 31st in EPA per rush, is leaking like a sieve, allowing an average of 3.9 sacks per game. It's clear that they need to prioritize bolstering their front line, perhaps through draft picks or free agency, rather than spending big on a luxury receiver like Ridley. Tennessee's offense, despite the presence of Ridley, who's a deep threat specialist, has struggled to find its rhythm. Ridley, at 30 years old, has been a consistent threat downfield, and his stats this season up to Week 9 are impressive. He's caught 16 passes for 290 yards, but surprisingly no touchdowns yet, averaging 1 yards per reception. His PFF grade of 66. 5 isn't elite, but it's solid, especially considering he's coming off a hamstring tweak in Week 4. Since coming into the league in 2018, Ridley has accumulated over 500 yards and 36 touchdowns, with a remarkable 88% contested catch rate, which speaks volumes about his ability to win in tight coverage. His career yards per reception hover around 18 yards, and he's known for creating separation, a crucial trait that makes him a perfect fit for a team looking to stretch defenses. Now contrast that with the Giants. They're currently sitting at a 2-7 record, with roughly $18 million in cap space, and their passing attack has been stagnant at best. Adding Ridley could be a game-changer, revitalizing their offense and giving Jackson Dart, their rookie quarterback, a true deep-threat weapon. With Ridley on the field, the Giants could see a projected 15% increase in EPA per pass, elevating their offensive efficiency significantly. His presence would help reduce the number of third-and-long situations, which currently hover around 45%, down to about 38%. That's a huge improvement, especially when considering the importance of red zone efficiency. Ridley's ability to win contested catches and stretch the field could lead to a 12% jump in red zone touchdown rate, turning more drives into points. Let's talk about the numbers for a moment. Ridley's average yards per air yard stands at about 849 yards in recent seasons, and he's been remarkably reliable, with 0 drops despite a hamstring injury earlier this season. His ability to create yards after the catch, with an average of 2 yards after the catch, could open up the offense in ways the Giants have desperately needed. Imagine him running routes that stretch defenses, allowing the Giants to attack vertically and open up more underneath options for their other receivers. His deep route win rate is roughly 10% higher than what the Giants currently have, and his yards per route run are about 2 yards better. That's the kind of upgrade that can truly turn a stagnant offense into a dynamic attack capable of competing in the postseason. And that's where it gets even more interesting. For the Giants, acquiring Ridley isn't just about this season. It's about setting the stage for a potential Super Bowl run in the coming years. His explosiveness and ability to turn short plays into big gains echo what OBJ brought to the team back in the day. If Ridley joins the Giants, the odds of reaching Super Bowl LX could drop from +12.0 to around +5.0, a massive shift in betting odds. His X-Factor status is undeniable. He's a player who can generate game-changing plays, especially during comebacks and crucial drives, turning a game on its head with a single reception. The Giants' offensive identity could shift dramatically with Ridley in the mix, transforming their 21.9 points per game into a more potent, explosive attack. Now, let's not forget the Titans' perspective. They're in a tricky spot. Losing Ridley would be a blow to their offense, but it might be a necessary step if they want to rebuild properly. The team's current quarterback, Will Levis, has struggled with a 57% completion rate, and their offense has been underperforming, allowing just 14.4 points per game. With Ridley potentially leaving, Tennessee's offense could take a hit, but it might also free up cap space and draft capital that they need to rebuild an underperforming defense and develop their young QB. It's a classic rebuild scenario, and sometimes you have to lose a star to gain future assets. Meanwhile, for the Giants, this move could be exactly what they need to accelerate their rebuild. Their offense has been underwhelming, but with Ridley's addition, they could see a boost in production and confidence. His ability to make contested catches and create separation would help Jackson Dart and the offense as a whole. If Ridley can replicate even a fraction of his past success, like the 100 yards he added to the Raiders in 2022, he could be the missing piece that pushes the Giants into serious playoff contention. His presence alone could elevate the entire team's confidence and put defenses on notice. It's worth noting that the Giants' coaching staff has been looking for ways to spark their offense, and a trade like this would send a strong message that they're all in for a deep playoff run. The NFC East is wide open this year, with teams like the Eagles, Cowboys, and Commanders all vying for supremacy, but the Giants could have a secret weapon if they land Ridley. With his proven ability to stretch the field and make big plays, he could be the X factor that turns a good team into a great one. The potential trade deadline on November 4th is shaping up to be one of the most exciting in recent memory, and this move could define the Giants' season for years to come. In terms of team building, this kind of move makes sense. The Giants have been focusing on building a competitive roster, and adding a player of Ridley's caliber would be a statement of intent. It's about making the most of the remaining years of his prime and giving Jackson Dart a legitimate weapon to grow alongside. Plus, the draft pick involved isn't overly costly, giving the Giants flexibility in other areas of need, like offensive line depth or secondary help. It's a smart, strategic move, one that could pay dividends in the long run. As fans, we all know that the NFL is a league of momentum and timing. If this trade happens, it could serve as a catalyst for the Giants to shake off their early season struggles and turn things around. The energy in the locker room, the confidence of the players, and the excitement among the fan base would all skyrocket. It's the kind of move that redefines a franchise's direction and signals that the team is serious about competing now and in the future. And of course, this isn't just about one player or one game. It's about setting a tone, making a statement to the rest of the league that the Giants are ready to contend, that they're willing to make bold moves, and that they believe in their roster's potential. Ridley's addition could be the spark that ignites a new era of success for the Giants, one full of hope, excitement, and maybe even a Super Bowl appearance sooner than we expected. Pause here just for a second. If you want the YOUTUBE algorithm to keep recommending the latest New York Giants news to you, it's super important that you leave a like on this video. Go ahead, it's quick and it makes a big difference. Thank you. Now let us continue with the big reveal. Looking ahead, the Giants fans have every reason to be optimistic. A trade for Ridley could be the move that finally unlocks their offensive potential and makes this team a real playoff contender. Of course, there are still questions. How will Ridley fit into the locker room? What will the Giants have to give up? And how will Tennessee's rebuild accelerate? But the upside is enormous. We've seen what Ridley can do when healthy, and if he joins the Giants, he could be the key to transforming their offense into one of the most explosive in the league. Imagine the possibilities. Ridley running deep routes, Jackson Dart throwing missiles, Saquon Barkley in the backfield drawing defenders, and the Giants finally giving their fans the offense they've been craving. This potential move could be the start of something special, something that elevates the Giants back to their rightful place among the NFL's elite. And now, New York Giants fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this potential deal? Do you think Ridley would be the perfect fit? Are you excited about the idea of adding such a dynamic weapon to this team? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the Giants. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest New York Giants news. Let's keep the passion alive and believe that big things are on the horizon for our beloved Giants.